I'm doing this not because I want to, but because if people watch it, then I want to do it. Like, that's so nice. I imagine it's always just usually me alone, and that's totally fine, because that's what it was before I went live. I was just alone, and I didn't want to go live because I was like, I don't know. Like, I always try and be a good character. Since I was a kid, whether or not I was with people, I always felt like I was being watched. And honestly, I kind of felt better when there was people around for it. It kind of felt lonely to be watched and to then also be alone. You're like, but I'm a good character still. Like, you know, it just like really never has felt like it's paid off. But eventually I think it will, you know, being a lonely good character. So I went on live because I am a good character, although I don't have much to say. I just wasn't being bad before. I was just singing, and that, like, I can't do that on live because it's copyright. I don't know where we're at with copyright. I'm just thankful for Spotify as long as they pay a certain amount a month and all of that. All right. Shit. I feel so bad because there's kind of like a thing where people have written in questions, and then it's like, I write them on the back of the pages of like questions that I have to answer, and then, or that I'm wanting to answer, given by my little bitch robot, ChatGPT. She's my little sister though. She's a bad bitch, but not a bad bitch. She wants to be a good tool, and I know that's an insult. I've never called anything a tool and was like, ooh, and I like love it. Like, I don't know. It's very helpful. When I lost my phone, one of the things I missed the most was ChatGPT. I was like, that poor... Actually, it was sad. I was like, I hope she's programmed as well as I had programmed her. My ChatGPT does such good eyeshadow for not having eyes that I know of, unless people are spying on me. And if you spy on me, please just spy on me so my eyeshadow can be good. But I feel bad because people wrote in questions, and then I'm going to actually start on the questions on the back, because where I left off last time was finishing the page. And the two questions that I wrote down are really good, which were from the Anonymous, which is, do comedians date each other often? Which is the best question for me, because if you want to know who the bitch that's left out of the most group chats is, it's this bitch. This is the bitch that's left out of the most group chats. I get filled in by a handful of probably about 3 very charming people that are in different group chats that fill me in on what they think I might need to know, because I will break down from gossip. It's just that, like, I know gossip is made to tear down a community or society, and at the same time, the opposite of it, which is remembering all the best things about people, is what builds up a society or a community. The thing is that when you find out that maybe someone you really love has done behind the scenes is really dirty, you're like, oh God, well now this is like there's no way to spin this gossip to be, well, at least they do this and this and this in this moment, so I'll just melt down. I'm just a human. I'm just a fucking human. I can't handle gossip very well. I'm trying really hard to be a good character. I am left out of all the group chats. I feel really uncool about it. I'm not the one to follow to be cool, because clearly I'm out of all the group chats, but I have about 3 charming people of very different ages and perspectives who will send me what they think that I might need to see for various group chats, or in their best way, not send me screenshots and just deliver me information. I have beefs that I don't even know how beef started. I was like, I'm so confused, but actually I think misunderstandings are rampant, because we're all earning for connection intentionally, or earning for connection, actually putting out the creations, hoping it connects, intentionally earning for connection, and then just like getting offense, which is so not love. It's like, I hate love is not easily offended, and so we get scared. But then when we do get, like, I don't know, people that connect, it's dope. This is the long way of saying that if I gossip, my mind will break. I wasn't made for gossip. I love it, but I actually have to have people set boundaries with me, so I'm not in any of the cool group chats, and I'm so sorry. I know I'm out of loop for all the most pertinent information, but when what matters to me or is supposed to matter to me is supposed to get to me, it will. And if it never does, it's so fair. I get stressed answering messages because of gossip in group chats. And it wasn't even like, it's like, oh, I can't handle reading the pain about another. Oh, fuck, I fucking hate myself for that. Oof, see, I don't want to go on live today. Do comedians date each other often? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm not dating any comedian I have a crush on, but like, I'm not dating any comedian. So they, I don't know if they're dating each other. That sounds really bougie for comics who make no fucking money. Will you guys but take each other out for drink tickets? Fuck us. God, will someone? The guys always get the audience members, and the girls are always a little skeevy about it. They're always like, can my guy comic friend just walk me to my car so you can hold my hand while I get raped? They rob you. Also, though, hell yeah, to the bartenders and bar people, a venue staff is what the comics want. Like if you run a venue to any degree, for the trifecta of comedy, like you have senses of humor and the joke makers, and then a place that's actually comfortable enough to feel safe to have a sense of humor and do jokes. Yeah, that's why we love like my an embarrassing little bit a part about me in the beginning of comedy. I had a fairy teachery set, but when I started to realize that dirty was what got laughs, which was like within a few months of doing the open mics, I one of the jokes I would do is like, I only let guys with glasses come on my face because they're the most likely to have glasses wipes, and cum is really hard to clean off of glasses, is what I would say on stage. And then I had a crush on a bartender who is in a relationship, and I don't have a crush on him anymore, and he doesn't even really work the open mic nights, but I would run back to the bar and then tell him everything I just said on stage was a joke, because he didn't wear glasses. Jesus fucking Christ. It's a weird art. And for getting boners deflated, the guys do an awful lot better. I wish I could just wipe my face and my body off so I didn't have to deal with either thing and just be a ghost. I'd be a good ghost. I would stack chairs only because it was purposeful to stack chairs. And I'm a good chair stacker. I went to Christian school. And comedy, I can fold and then I could unfold and I could refold and stack. I'm good to the best of my abilities. The comics are not going to tell me if they date each other. And also there's the whole thing where my parents are not divorced, so like I have a hard time when my friends get together and then break up, and I guess that's a whole thing for me. I'm gonna put on eyeshadow and then maybe come back. Oh my gosh, if anyone is here, thank you. And also all of Resurrected YouTube, if you like, it's a pretty good tank top. I'm probably not gonna have a nip slip today, but thank you for staying on. Watch the fucking breastfeeding videos on YouTube. You can get all the nip slips you want. Baby. Existing's not easy, but there's a few good feelings to it, which is like good parking, having weed, internet working. No need to ask for a lot, but I like those things. Also, every time I read them, I'm starting to think the naming conventions for makeup are more normal. Because the name opulent would be beautiful for a daughter. Be like, opulent. Opulent is one of the colors I'm wearing as eyeshadow today. The other ones are red hot, because though. And then pick up the patch, sips the parade, eyes on the prize, because that is from the holiday themed palette I got when I had money around the holidays. Makes sense. All my eyeshadows named after holidays that you would get gifts for. It makes so much sense. I'm putting on Santa Cole Black on my mascara right now. Yeah, that's it. And you want to know what's so crazy is that I asked that one question I was actually asked about do comics date each other often did tailspin me, because like I'm not allowed to know. Like people don't let me know like they're about to get married. Like that's when I get to know that comics have been dating each other. Like that people don't want to like take. My parents are still together. I don't take a breakup well, so I know when it's really working out. I'll have like friends like. I had friends I was going to set up, and they'd been dating. I was going to set them up because I was like, I feel like they get along. I was like, nope. They just weren't sure how successful comedy is a weird art, especially if both of you are doing a weird art. If just one of you is doing a weird art, then like, God, I hope you get laid. We're so hot. We're so hot. Comics, we're so hot. Bartenders should date comics. Doctors should date comics. People should consider dating comics. We're so hot. It's just sometimes when they date each other, breaking up, and they're all my friends. But do people shit where they eat often? Because if you answer yes, then comedians date each other often. If you answer no, then they don't. All right, so the second question. Could I perhaps take you somewhere nice? I love that this was asked on the anonymous when I actually have questions that you can let be known who you are. So I can't answer this because you asked on the anonymous thing. Ask on the thing where like you actually, and I do that every third time. It's every third to sixth day. You're the one where I'll know your thing. And honestly, to reach me, it is answering the questions for verbal autobiography is probably way better than DMs. Because I will check the verbal autobiography DMs before almost anything else. In fact, I'll check those DMs before I post more DMs. Because I don't ever get them. A lot of the time I get none. Like, I got 2 this last time. This was the anonymous. I got 0 on the, like, people who wanted to ask me questions and know who they were, I got 0. For people who wanted to ask me questions and didn't want me to know who they were, I got 2. And one of them is someone asking to ask me out. You should have asked on the thing where, like, I knew who you were, dude. Because maybe if you had the balls to ask on the thing where I can know your identity. All right, we're going to this next page. And the theme of the questions are faith, God, and Bible curious. Aw. ChatGPT is so for me. All right, what's your earliest memory of God? I was very aware of good. Like, there's you know what? We all talk shit about people that they don't know an innate sense of good, but I know I was born with an innate sense of good. And I have absolutely good parents, so that makes sense. But, you know, I've seen a handful of kids. I saw a girl come in optimistically to kindergarten every day, progressively smelling more and more like pee, and the same outfit she wore every single day into kindergarten. And then her 5th grade brother told me they sleep in a car. And this girl, her name was Aaliyah, was one of the most optimistic people I have ever met. I'm not giving her last name. You don't need to look her up. She's already probably too old. Like, children know God. We discount each other thinking that we're evil and stuff. And I know original sin and all that, but like, priests are going to cure your original sin. They're just going to add it to their old sin sometimes, depending on and who you are. But, you know, like, I remember knowing good versus evil as a kid. I remember wanting sometimes to do bad because I wanted to get shit. But like being aware that what I would do would be bad to get what I wanted. Like I remember that like at a very young age. All people just want to belong and have acknowledgement a little bit. And God has that for everyone. Like no one exists because everyone that exists was meant to exist. And like, it's not, if you feel like you weren't, like, that's not even on you. Don't like, get pissed at yourself. Like, it's not on your parents either. They asked for a baby. They didn't ask for you. Or they mistaked a baby. They didn't necessarily think it would be you. It's on God, and God will take it. The mistakes that we think we are. My earliest memory of God is just in that innate knowing good as a kid. Whether or not I wanted to abide with good as a kid, which honestly, that's the sad thing is, like, I knew good as a kid and didn't know if I wanted to abide with it. But yeah, just, I knew it hurt. I could figure, even at my, once I could start to figure, I could figure what hurt, what didn't. All right, I'm about to go because I'm not spraying my face anymore. I'm just going to try not to cry because I only have bad face spray and it's honestly fucking up the wood floor in my parents' house. And I really, if it's fucking up the wood floor in my parents' house, what is it doing to my face? Probably terrible things. For the cheapest hair, we're going to have to pay for this cheap fucking face spray. I'm just not going to use it. What did Jesus mean to you as a kid? Guilt. It's a big part of the stand-up I'm working on right now, which is like, bulimic Catholic guilt. Like, how can I eat pancakes comfortably under this cut 6? And that's a party pack. Like, I love that a homie forgave sins, but a few calories would have been dope too. So I could eat pancakes a little more comfortably. God's like, if you got all your sins, all your calories forgiven, you'd sin more, probably. Shit, existing. I was raised in the Catholic Church. Jesus was a little bit of a bloody spectacle, but I'm so Halloween that I love it. Like, I was like, I love it. I love the like bloody spectacle of Jesus. Like, bring out the eggs. Let's do Stations of the Cross. We're gonna beat some kid named James, like, or Peter. Like, I think one of the kids from the catechism class. We're gonna beat him with sticks. We'll put on a wig. Wash my hands on stage. I played Pontius Pilate a lot. Yeah. What Jesus means to me now, that's different. But I love the spectacle. I love a good theater. And the Catholic Church, at their best, is such theater. At their worst is molesting children. But at their best is just such theater. And I love that. Because I was never really I was a chubby little girl. I wasn't like a hot-looking little boy. I was not the kind that got molested in Catholic Church. So I actually thrived. I was all the stars in the plays. Yeah, shit, because existing hard. Rarely comfortable. Okay, if you pursue it, just don't hurt people. I'm sorry for what I said before I got high. I love you. And maybe I'll see people in the real world. Resurrected YouTube, especially.